Good morning, friends. Thank you for joining me on Bloomer Chat at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Well, I told you, I have discovered the secret to life, and I want you to help me spread the word throughout your community so other people will know the secret to life. Because I think if everybody knows the secret to life, the world will be a much better place. How did I discover it? Experience. My life has been up, it's been down. My circumstances have changed more times than I've changed my socks. And I do that almost every day. But you know what I mean. There's just so many things that just happen and change, and you make one decision, it takes you one direction. Somebody makes a decision for you, it takes you another direction. It's just always a revolving door of life. So grab your coffee, your tea, or your favorite beverage, and you know what I'm drinking this morning, the Pepsi, and we're going to get into it. Now, you can watch on TV, you can watch all these other videos, and they're going to tell you the secret to life and how to be happier and how to influence others and on and on and on and on. They're going to sell you a program for 1995 or whatever to, you know, improve your life. It could be a shirt, it could be a hairdo, it's all kinds of things. But really, what I've discovered, the real secret to life is this: adaptability. Because the only constant in our lives is change. And the more you resist change, the worse it becomes. So you have to learn to embrace the change and adapt to it and kind of corral the change a little bit in order to make your life the way you want it. Because you're not going to stop change. Things progress, people progress, people move on, people come back, you might move, all these things. It's ever changing, always. So the only certain things are the dirt nap, taxes, unless you got a really good accountant, or change. Change being the thing that affects you on a daily level. It just does. And what I do is I try to figure out how to make that change work for me, how to make my life better because of the change. Because I'm not going to definitely get to stop it a lot of the time. Sometimes you can. Sometimes you can go, whoa, wait a minute here. That's not happening. But a lot of times you can't. If you have kids, you're not going to stop change because they're always into something. Elderly parents, there's going to be big changes there. So you have to adapt in order to keep your sanity and to be successful as a human being. Because being sitting on a couch, being depressed because things have changed is not going to get you anywhere. You're going to need to get up, brush yourself off, and use the noggin and figure out, what am I going to do next? How am I going to adapt to this? And how am I going to turn it into something positive for my life? I mean, that really is the secret to life. Because I kind of think sometimes life is testing you. It's trying to shovel so much, you know what, to see till you're fed up to there with it. And getting angry doesn't solve anything. And if you're going to get angry, it's maybe like a release. Do it for a short time. And I'm not talking a day, I'm talking about maximum 4 minutes. And then turn around and turn that change again into something positive for yourself. Because I can't tell you how many times my life has changed, and I'm sure it's the same for you. Because I don't know anybody that their life is, they're plodding along day by day and everything's the same. They eat the same things, they live the same place, they have the same job, they have the same friends, they have the same commute. That it does change a lot, especially in this world. Everything's so fast paced. I mean, think of all the things and all the changes we've went through. It's crazy. It's really, when you think about it, it's just mind boggling. You think back to your 6-year-old self. Did you think you'd be carrying a computer around in your palm and asking it questions about everything under the sun and it would tell you? No. A lot of this stuff is like Jetsons. Remember the Jetsons? I mean, walking, that man walked on the moon. We got colored TV. We got cell phones. We got computers. We've done a lot. Each generation gets more and more advanced. And when things advance, your life changes. I mean, we've went to being paying for long distance, being anchored to the wall to try to have a secret conversation with your friends or, God forbid, a boyfriend so your parents don't hear stretch. Do you remember stretching the cord around the corridor? Because we had a couple phones, but one was in the wall in the kitchen. That usually was the most private, believe it or not, because my parents would be in the family room watching TV or whatever, so they couldn't necessarily hear you if you stretch that around the corner and like. And I like to lay on the floor in the kitchen and chit chat. Eventually, we got an upstairs line and it had a long cord and we would be able to take it into our rooms and shut the door, but that wasn't till we were teenagers. So I know a lot of you know what I'm talking about. Now they can go off anywhere with their phones and do God knows what. I feel sorry for the parents today, even though we were a handful. So please tell other people when they're going through changes. That is the secret to life. How well you adapt to that change and how you turn that into a benefit for yourself. It really is that simple. And I didn't charge you a penny to let you in on the secret. So please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And tell me, what do you think the real secret to life is? Do you agree with me? And if you disagree, tell me why. I'd really like to know. So, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope to see you in the next video. And remember, please to be kind to someone because it only takes a moment and it doesn't cost you a thing. See you in the next one, friend. Bye bye now.